Hi everyone. I'll talk about something that happened, or rather how it's being portrayed. Because basically what's happened is it's being portrayed to make me look bad. Because in no one's best interest for an author like me not to be scared of two big drug dealers, criminal types, the types that took it up the arse from the Albanians all over the country because they were too cowardly to deal with those type of criminals. It's in no one's best interest for me not to give a fuck about them. That's basically what it comes down to. And it happened last week. And what it was, I was sitting on a stool. There was a guy who was dragged out. He tried to get towards me. He looked like he was getting in my direction, trying to pull away. He pulled and knocked into the table, knocked into my chair, and I jumped off the chair, and that was it. Now, what's being portrayed is it's being portrayed that I fell over, I was knocked over. I was not knocked over. And there's no way am I going to be knocked over by some two-bit local drug dealer that's making less money than most students who are dealing in drugs. A student dealing drugs is doing it at a higher level in some cases than these people are. The two-bit, small-time, cowardly little drug dealers. And the thing is, these people are class important because the clubs need them. The clubs run them basically. They need these drug dealers in their clubs. So not all the doormen, but some of the doormen basically let them off. They'll portray things incorrectly in order to let these guys off things because they need them, because they're their mates, they're their best friends. You see, and that's the sort of situation that we've got here. And basically speaking, everybody's supposed to, oh no, the drug dealers. Come on, there's millions of these two-bit bastards all over the place. It's probably not even going to be outlawed very much longer. You know, most of this stuff's going to be probably made illegal. I mean, they already made cannabis legal. So, you know, it's, what we're talking about here, really. You know what I mean? It's not shocking anymore. It's not a shocking thing. It's been here since as long as I remember. The 1920s or before, probably. You know, I don't take drugs, but a lot of people do. You know, I don't even know if they'd even put anyone in jail if they caught them now, whether they'd probably just put them to a drying out clinic. You know, some sort of clinic is what they'd probably do. But the bottom line is we're all supposed to say, oh, no, don't do this. Because the thing is, you see, as an author, I'm supposed to be a fucking pushover. You say, I have to be easy. Oh, well, you know, the author, oh, yes, he was pushed over. No, I wasn't fucking pushed over. I jumped off a fucking stool is all I did, as I jumped off a stool. But you know what? That isn't acceptable because these buggers are so far down the fucking criminal scale that they have to try and make themselves look good to try and restore the image because the Albanians scared them away. They ran away so fucking fast they could have sold the back of the arses for advertising space. They were fucking gone. Straight away. Gone. Nowhere to be seen. And although I know some of them are okay, some of these club owners, talking in the general sense, need these drug dealers. They need them in their clubs. And the whole idea that the people wouldn't be scared of them isn't good because they need them. And they need that for the status quo. And that's the bottom line. That's how it works. They need them for the status quo, for their clubs, for the whole thing to function, to work. That's what they need. You know, it's part of the ecosystem. And like I said, the doormen are sometimes friends with these guys because they're getting rakebacks probably, you know. And they're friends with some, you know, they let them off. Oh, no, he didn't do that. He said this or he said this. And then you think, bullshit, you know. And that's another thing is what I was going to do. I had my hands up when he was coming near. I was going to bang this fucker one if he came near me when they were dragging him out. And that isn't something they're like, you see. They're like people who let themselves be pushed around. They're like that. Because the bottom line is, I don't care who the hell the fucking club I'm in. If someone's going to bang me one, I'm going to bang them one. That's how it works. You know, someone's going to cause me injury, I'm going to cause them injury. But you see, that isn't acceptable. We're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say, oh, no, I have to do this so he can let the drug dealer off so that I can do it because that's how it works. Fuck that. I'm not bothered about these bastards. I'll do what the hell I want. What the hell should I care about some guy? Let's break the ego here. Until the county lines, there wasn't any organised crime in Britain because none of them had the intelligence enough to be organised to have organised crime. You had these small, tiny little crews of so many people. That's it. The bastards didn't even get into double figures. You know, the mafia, huge organisation all around the world, all things like this. But in Britain, the British criminals in Britain were not organised because they weren't bright enough to organise themselves to be able to do anything. So you just got these small little crews, and that includes all of them. That's a whole lot of them. That's all you've got. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the Crate Twins or who you are, you're talking about these relatively small organisations. You're not talking about these things controlling the whole country, who was spread over the whole world, who had all this political power. Bullshit. Didn't exist. Isn't there? Isn't what they do. You know? But to the same extent, you know, you're talking like small criminals, small-time criminals in small towns and things like this was supposed to give a fuck. You know? And that's the thing, you see, because authors have to be a pushover. Even occult authors. Occult authors are not the sort of, we're not cut from the same cloth as the other authors are. We're a different sort of breed altogether. You know, the idea that you can spend your life summoning Satan and doing all these things like this, but you're going to just fold when some two-bit bastard comes along does not enter their mind. To them, it's weak, you see. The fact that you're clever means that you're weak. Because these bastards are stupid. So they think, therefore, they must be clever. They must be tough because they're stupid. It's not. It's just because they've got less options than other people. They've worked out they've got no options. These guys are going to be digging holes for the rest of their fucking lives. So they worked out another way. They were bright enough to work out another way that by being immoral, they could have a better chance. But they're still not, you know, how should I put the word? I'll use a comedy phrase. They're still not exactly ghetto fabulous. By a bloody large margin, you know. But it's in no one's interest for an author to not to give a crap about these bastards. It's in no one's best interest for any author not to be scared of these drug dealers. There's more fucking authors on the Times rich list than drug dealers. That's the reality. And when they say, yes, these rich drug barons, but the drug barons are farmers. That's right. The drug barons are farmers. They're growing drugs in Colombia. He's a fucking farmer, these big guys. They're all farmers. They are rich farmers. Farmers are always rich. The idea that you have a billionaire or trillionaire farmer is not much of a bloody surprise because they own so much bloody land. They're not standing on street corners trying to deal and going into clubs and things like this. These guys have farms. Big farms. Major land. In the sort of countries they wouldn't even dare bloody go to and buy land. They probably wouldn't even go on there on the bloody holidays, never mind buy land there. And if they did, they'd get it taken off them. So that's the state of play. And I just want to make this perfectly clear, because honestly speaking, I don't want people trying to trade off my reputation. You know, my reputation as an author. Trying to trade off my reputation to try and make themselves look like they're tougher than they are. If they were tough, they wouldn't have taken up the arse from the Albanians. They wouldn't have run like bloody hell when the Albanians entered the bloody country like they did. They were off. They just went. So that's the way things are. That's the state of play. If you can please share this video as often as possible to as many people as possible. My name's S. Rob. Thanks a lot.